My friends, it is time for another edition of Songs That Didn't Hold Up, or perhaps did hold up, where we look at songs from the past and we ask the question, did they hold up? Were they secretly great? Or are they trash? We will look at a selection of songs today from the 2000s, and we'll make that judgment for each one of the songs, starting with Make Damn Sure by Taking Back Sunday. First of all, I gotta say, I really wish that they would do like the HD remaster, because I feel like every video from back then is only uploaded in 240p, not even 480, 240p. Come on, people, there's gotta be a better version of this out there somewhere, but let's check it out. The classic from Taking Back Sunday.
You've got this new head filled up with smoke.
The first thing that catches my eye is, what is this device on his hand? It's not a fingerless glove. It's sort of like some sort of a cover for his knuckles with like one fastener over his ring finger. It makes me think of like the lady at your work that has carpal tunnel syndrome and she has to wear that whole like wrist brace. I feel like he was going for some sort of like spooky goth boy kind of thing that he thought would be like edgy and cool, but it just looks like a wrist brace. You guys know my passion for wrist accessories, right? You know that the most important thing to me in any video is wrist accessories, and I would say that so far his wrist accessories, it's not working for me. A lot of very interesting sort of jerky arm movements too. Kind of reminds me of the guy from Hinder, you know, when he would like do this. The difference though, he doesn't have a microphone stand with scarves wrapped around it. I feel like if you're going to do these sort of hand movements, you need scarves on your mic stand. Also, another thing I'm not a fan of, holding the mic in weird ways. Like he's holding it like this, like from the bottom. You know, sometimes they'll also hold it like this or like off to the side. Just come on, people. No horsing around. Hold the mic like you're supposed to. Let's not get too clever with this. I'm confused. There's people spraying. There's wild animals. I don't know what's happening here. What if he said, I kind of want to break you down a little bit, but not that bad. Just like, I kind of want to break you down, but I don't know. I could kind of go either way on it. That really wouldn't work as well, would it? I feel like they made the right call. I don't know what's going on in this. Oh, look at this. See, this is what I'm talking about with the weird mic technique. What is this? It's like when someone's learning how to use chopsticks, like white person, like awkwardly trying to use chopsticks. I feel like that's his mic technique. Yeah, I'd like to break you down if you're okay with it. If not, that's okay too. I'd also like to know what this video set is. It sort of looks like a parking garage. What is this place? It's too clean to be like an actual sewer. Uh-oh, this looks painful. This is what happens when somebody puts an invisible banana peel on the video set. He takes this big Looney Tunes fall here. That's like a Wile E. Coyote type fall. Definitely a banana peel involved there. Why are there constant animal murders in the video? That's my question. Okay, now we're getting some more clarity on what his wrist accessories are. I don't know what exactly these are, but they just look like wrist braces to me. It makes him look like the receptionist lady that has carpal tunnel syndrome. It's not working for me. I don't like seeing all these animals get hurt. When you're watching a clip like this, do you root for the deer or do you root for the lion? I root for whichever animal is cuter. Like if it's a fish and a bird, I'll probably root for the bird because the bird is cuter. But in this case, I think the deer is cuter, so I would root for the cuter one. If you vote for the lion, you're sick. And they're reusing the same footage over and over. Come on, guys. Couldn't even pay for some more stock footage clips. I gotta say, the song, I would say, holds up. Obviously, certified early mid-2000s emo classic. The song holds up. The video, I'm not feeling it. I would like to see them recreate this video, use some CG, put in some better wrist accessories. The weird like animals being murdered clips are kind of strange to me. Not a big fan of those, but the real issue here is the strange wrist accessories. For that reason alone, I would say Doesn't hold up. I'm not on board. Not on board. Can't do it. Sorry, guys. Good song, but the video, not so much. Not feeling it. Okay, next up, we have It's My Life by No Doubt. I feel like this era of No Doubt is forgotten. Largely forgotten. People forget how fucking popular No Doubt was, and also Gwen Stefani's solo stuff. People sleep on them. They do still play this on the radio. It's true. Look at this guy. Sir, excuse me. I don't like the way you're looking at Gwen. I'd like you to stop. Please don't look at Gwen that way. Please also don't look at Giada De Laurentiis that way. Don't look at Mila Kunis that way. Just, I'd like you to leave. I think it's time for you to go home, sir. I don't like the look in your eye. Don't you dare look at Gwen or Giada that way again.
If I could find my reasoning, it's my life.
She did. Gwen did so much for alternative culture and building the scene. It's true. She's probably the most famous person from this whole era of 2000s culture, right? I mean, who is bigger than her? She's become like an actual like mainstream star that even just transcends music. Her solo stuff was great too. Paula Batgirl was awesome. I saw a photo of her performing at a house show in the early 90s, and there was a normal 90s girl in the background looking so grumpy. Like, that's not fair. When you nailed the frumpy Elaine Bennis style and Gwen Stefani arrives looking like a supermodel. Listen, I cannot fault any normal woman who ends up in the same room as Gwen Stefani for being jealous of her, because that's how I feel when I see people like Zac Efron or Ashton Kutcher or Ollie Sykes. I just think, dear God, please, if you're listening to me, please, can you have some sort of awful industrial accident happen to Ollie Sykes or Ashton Kutcher, and please, like, horribly disfigure them to make me look better? Thank you, God. I knew you would understand. That's how I feel. Please, God, I'm praying for you to just disfigure Ollie Sykes to make me feel better. That's all I'm asking. Is this a cover? People are saying this is a cover. I don't know. Uh-oh, that's an OSHA violation right there, young lady. That's an OSHA violation. The hairdryer in the bathtub. I'm calling the union steward. That's an OSHA violation. We need a government program to identify tens early and remove them from normal society. Exactly. Yeah, I think this is good. I got to do a whole video about No Doubt someday because I think No Doubt is fucking great. I think Gwen Stefani seems like a nice person. I'm happy that she ended up with Blake Shelton because he seems like an all right guy. I like him, and I would have them over for a barbecue. You guys know that ultimately the criteria for me as to whether I like an artist or not is, would I invite them over for a barbecue? Hell yes, I would. You know, Blake and Gwen would show up with some hot dog buns, the nice hot dog buns too, the whole wheat ones. Not those cheap white flour ones that are like 99 cents for 4 of them. They would bring the nice whole wheat hot dog buns over, and they would always shake the mustard before they gave it to you so that you didn't do the thing of like you squirt the mustard on your hot dog but you forgot to shake it, so it's all the gross mustard water. You're like, oh fuck, you got mustard water all over my hot dog. They would shake it for you first to make sure that didn't happen to you. So yeah, that's why I would be friends with them. I like them. I think the song holds up. I think No Doubt is a great band. I'm a fan. Okay, next up, the dance classic Satisfaction by Benassi. Do you guys remember this one?
Push me and then just touch me.
Great video too. This is certified. What I don't understand is these girls seem like they're really kind of half-heartedly using these tools. I mean, she's not even paying attention to the hammer. Just satisfaction. And it seems like they're trying to use these tools as a metaphor for something. I've never been really good at reading between the lines. I'm trying to think of like what they could be trying to symbolize by this drill going into the hole over and over again. And it feels like they're trying to say something, and I'm not picking it up. I don't know. I'm just going to keep thinking about it. Maybe it'll come to me. More OSHA violations. That's right. Where, young lady, where is your helmet? Where are your safety goggles? Why is your hair not tied back? I'm sorry. You're going to have to get the fuck off this job site if you're not going to play by the rules. This is unacceptable. So many violations, it's hard to watch. I agree. It's tough to watch. These women do not seem very serious about their work. That's my objection. I do like that they have provided us with some helpful facts about the equipment on display here. This belt sander here, efficient 150 millimeter sanding drum, 110 or 240 volt, ideal for domestic or professional joinery. Okay, well, you know, I never thought of myself as a belt sander kind of guy, but now that you mention it, it would come in handy.
Push me, and then just hurt me till I get my satisfaction.
I mean, I'd be happy to. I don't understand why you're so adamant that I touch you. I don't understand. Seems like she keeps repeating herself, asking me to touch her without explaining why. It just seems weird. If you want me to touch you, you're going to have to make a case and explain why. I'm not just going to do it. This music video walked so Hypa could run. I agree. I'll tell you, the first time I heard this song was at a gay bar called The Cuff in Seattle, which is not just any gay bar. It was a leather bar. That I went there with my friend who is gay. It was like real close to like close, like 1:30 or something like that. And I really wanted to go home. I was staying with him and he had the only key to his apartment. And so the dance floor was just packed full of leather daddies. Yes, leather daddies like Rob Halford, exactly. And I had to like shimmy my way through this dance floor packed with leather daddies who were like feeling me and grabbing my my area. The whole time. Probably took me 5 minutes to get across the dance floor to get the key from him while the leather daddies grabbed at my area. So that is my first association with this song. And, you know, there's a part of me that I kind of liked it. I said, this is what it feels like to be treated like a piece of meat. I'm flattered. I like it. I'm ecstatic. I want to be treated like a sex object. I've been looking for this all my life. And gotta say, in all seriousness, though, I actually think this song is great. I legitimately think this is a great song. A little bit dated, obviously, with those like 2000 synths, but I actually think that this is a fantastic song. I dig it. Great video, too. Just all I ask is, girls, next time, please, just try to take the safety a little bit more seriously. None of us wants to see an accident happen because then we're going to have to reset, you know, it's been X days since there was an accident on this job site. We're going to have to reset that back to 0, and nobody wants that to happen, right? Come on, ladies. How about some ear protection? How about some steel toes? That's all I'm asking. All right, next up, we have the certified Screamo Classic. Another one, note to self, the HD version. Shout out to whoever somehow found a version of this video that's not fucking 240p so we can watch a 2000s emo video and not have to squint and try to figure out what this blur of pixels actually represents. Here it is, featuring Skrillex, Sonny Moore on vocals. Here it is. A lot of old people in these old 2000s videos. There's always some weird old person. Why? Look at that hair. The Edward Scissorhands hair. Baby with a poopy diaper. That super metal drum sound. Wait, yeah, where's the bass drop? I was expecting a wow, 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 wow. What? I don't understand. Where's the wobble wobbles? Yeah, the baby actually had a poop diaper. I love those drums are so funny. This man asked, how much double bass do you want? And the drummer said yes. Very out of place. It kind of sounds cool. He's a horrible singer. You know, you don't hear people talking about From First to Last very often these days, which is weird to me because, you know, obviously Sonny Moore went on to become Skrillex, the king of the wobble wobbles, household name. So, number one, I find it surprising that people don't talk about this band just on that basis. Number two, to me, when I think of mid-2000s mall screamo, From First to Last is like one of the first names that comes to mind. So I find it kind of odd that people don't talk about them. On the other hand, oh, wait, look at that. What was that? There it is. The infamous Burzum shirt. There it is. We got the Burzum shirt in the Screamo video. That definitely aged well. And the snake bites, very important part. I mean, everything about this, the sleeves pulled up over the knuckles, the greasy scene hair, the snake bites, everything about this screams there it is. Everything about this just screams 2004. Pretty catchy chorus. So there's a part of me that says, well, man, why don't people talk about From First to Last more? But then you listen to the music and you're like, oh, that's why. With all due respect, I legitimately do think that this is like a very significant album. If I listen to it honestly, can I say that it's good? I don't know if I can say that it's good. Is it fun? You know, does it take you back to a moment in time? Absolutely. But I don't know if you could say that it's necessarily good. Still, I mean, shout out for wearing the Nazi black metal shirt in the Screamo video. Shout out for that, at least. Yes, an attempt was made. That's what I will say. An attempt was made. Objectively, maybe not great, but shout out to the boys in From First to Last anyway. Also, make sure you check out If I Die First. If you like this sound, Travis from First to Last plays in the band. Maybe one of the other guys does too, I don't know. But check out If I Die First if you like this sound. They're a new band that does this, and I think they do it very well. Next up, we have another one of these songs where there's just, I've been listening to this song for the past couple days, preparing, doing some research. My Humps by Black Eyed Peas. Featuring, of course, my girl Fergie Ferg. And my humps. For the life of me, I just can't figure out what she's referring to. But let's try to figure it out. This font that everyone used back then, 2005 or so. What? Oh, hump. Okay, now I see. She's talking about her boobies, right? Those are her humps. And look at these. This is probably what, 2004, 2005, which is when designer jeans, I don't know what brand this is, but when you would go to Nordstrom and get your Rockin' Republic or Seven or Citizen jeans. Shout out to 2004 designer jeans.
What you gonna do with
Oh yes, and the eyebrow piercing. I love how trashy she looks. Like an eyebrow piercing, I feel like if that was a video game accessory, it would grant you membership to the white trash faction. Like, no matter who you are, you could be fucking Giselle, and you put an eyebrow piercing on Giselle, and she's gonna look like some white trash girl at a bus stop picking at the meth sores on her face instantly. Just grants instant plus 100 friendship to the white trash faction.
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump.
My hump? Well,
my hump.
I thought it was humps, but now you're saying one hump. I'm confused. I thought I had it figured out. I thought it was her boobies, but now she's saying my hump. So I'm confused. Also, you guys know how much I love the mid-2000s women's fashion. The brightly colored pointy-toed heels here with these Urban Outfitters socks and the Forever 21 top. Feel like I'm at some mediocre bar in 2004.
Nicely, they buy me all these ices. Dolce and Gabbana.
The singular hump is her butt. Okay. I actually think this song is great. Look at 7 jeans. There it is. Like I said, the mid-2000s premium denim craze. The 7 jeans.
7 jeans, true religion. I say no, but they keep giving.
7 jeans and True Religion. The low-rise jeans are popping up here in Chicago slowly but surely. Okay. Well, again, this is more evidence that there is a God. First, God answered my prayers and gave Mark Hoppus cancer to reunite Blink. Just to be clear, I said, God, please give Mark cancer to bring back Blink-182. He granted my prayers. And then I said, God, please bring back low-rise jeans and Whale Tail. And it sounds like he may have answered my prayers. We can only hope. Milk. When he's talking about his milk and her humps, I wish that they would just come out and say what they were talking about. Like, I didn't go to school for literature. How am I supposed to know what he means by his milk and her humps? I mean, come on, guys. Quit beating around the bush. Why don't you just say what you mean? Well, would I say that this song holds up? Hell yes, I would. I feel like as soon as I put this song on, I feel like I'm at some mediocre hipster bar in Cincinnati in 2005 with a bunch of girls who just got off work at their crappy office jobs, wearing their party tops from Charlotte Russe, Wet Seal, or Forever 21. We're about to get shit-faced by 9:30 p.m. and start crying about their ex-boyfriends. Takes me back to the best time of my life. Just kidding. That was actually a horrible time of my life. But still, it does take me back. So I gotta say, I think it holds up. The last song we have in this installment of songs that didn't hold up or did is the scene classic Chelsea Smile by Bring Me the Horizon. This is my favorite Bring the Horizon album. Does it make me hipster for saying that? One of the worst Bring the Horizon songs, You're High. Love that guitar tone. And I love the video too. I mean, listen, we just saw From First to Last. From First to Last, they're like, oh, what should we do? Let's have our video in a nursing home with a fucking baby walking around in a shitty diaper and some sad old man sitting around moping. Bring Me the Horizon. No, they said, let's have a fucking party. Let's go have a party. Let's get a bunch of these scene kids to cut loose in the fucking living room, get wasted. We'll play a show, invite some girls over. No wonder they were popular. Bring Me the Horizon was fun. They weren't moping and crying about how sad they were and thinking about death and, you know, hanging out with old men. They were fucking partying. I like this. This is my kind of party right here. These guys here playing the slap kind of game, although actually that's a lie. What I do at parties, if there's a cat or a dog, I just hang out the whole time. I just pet the cat the whole time, or the dog. Better, I like a dog better. When I go to a party and I hang out with the pet, it's not because I'm like shy and I can't talk to people. I just legitimately like hanging out with dogs. That's all. A lot of vintage scene hair in this. Some vintage neon cartoon monster merch. You know what? I should say, let me pause really quick. You may have seen Ollie's wearing this Drop Dead shirt, right? And I think some of the other guys are wearing Drop Dead. I am very proud of this shirt that I have in my merch store right now, which is my very own neon cartoon monster shirt by my man Michael Shantz, who is the brains behind all of the art, or most of the art, for all those early Drop Dead shirts. So if you miss Drop Dead, just pick up one of these shirts by your man Michael Shantz, the artist behind Drop Dead. I mean, girls in the video. How about this? Anybody out there in a band who happens to be watching this, remember, you can have women in your video, and those women don't have to be tied up in a chair getting tortured. They don't have to be wearing a white dress, wandering around looking confused. You can have women in your video just hanging out, being cool, having fun. Women do not have to be tortured in your video. Just something to think about. Great video. Fun video. All I'm saying is, if any band were to put out this video today, put out a video full of scene girls partying, I guarantee you it'll be your most popular video. It's not rocket science, my friends. It's pretty simple. Put some scene girls partying in your video. I guarantee you will not regret it. And as far as this song goes, listen to that riff. 10 out of 10 riff. I think it holds up. What is the opinion these days of this album, Suicide Season? Do the Bring Me the Horizon haters love it or hate it? I feel like the opinion on this band flips all the time. First, people thought they were the worst deathcore band. Then they think they're the best deathcore band. I don't know. I feel like people can't make up their mind about whether they like or hate Bring Me the Horizon. I think they're a great band. I think this is their best album, at least of their heavy stuff, in my opinion. I would say it definitely holds up. All right, my friends, that does it for this episode of Songs That Didn't Hold Up or Did, 2000s edition. Join us next time to find out if your favorite songs held up or if they were terrible. How did you get on my job site? This is bullshit.